Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1 Racing. It is the F4 division. We are here for round number 8 of the season. It is the Spanish Grand Prix at the Circuit de Catalunya in Spain. I mean, you can see it's Spain, right in front of you. So, there you go. I am BHA Waiter, also known as Rubens, Brundle, whatever you want to call me. Call me an idiot if you want. But, you know me, of course. And we're back once again because last week was, well, it wasn't fun at all because obviously Raikkonen had the stream, I wasn't co-commenting, or I wasn't commentating at all, and then I had jumped back in, and yeah, it was all sorts. Today, everything is fine for the moment, and let's hope it stays that way. My usual co-com partner is here today as well, Mr. Chris. Welcome back to the comms box. The seat has been kept warm for you. How does it feel?
It feels great to be back. I didn't really want to miss the ones that I missed. But, you know, under the circumstances, it is what it is. But I'm very, very happy to be back here again for these crazy bunch of F4 drivers.
Crazy bunch of F4 drivers.
Yes.
You love making friends, don't you? They're gonna...
Yeah.
They might take exception to that.
That's good.
That's good. So you missed what race did we miss? Mexico.
Yes.
Last week.
And I think I may have missed the race before as well due to other circumstances. But
Singapore.
potentially.
Yes. Yes. But you have done your research. You got your stats and everything else. So
I do. I do have my stats.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean you want me to read them stats?
I mean, if you chuck, I know you want to get a drink, so if you want to do that first,
So I shall do that first.
so get everyone settled.
Yeah, while Source drives around like
Get
a
yourself
snail,
settled.
as he's usually doing. So,
Yeah.
right, I'll give you
Right,
2
you go
minutes.
do that.
I'll be back.
Yeah. So, yes, good evening, everyone. Now, we're not going to beat around the bush here. We have 13 racing tonight, which is slightly disappointing, but we are still going to have a good race. 13 is still perfectly fine. I also say 13. Desbro has a qualifying ban from Mexico. I can't remember exactly what he did, but yes, he has a qualifying ban. So effectively, we have 12 going to be obviously competitively duking it out in Q2 and Q3. So Q1, set a lap, don't crash. Sounds simple enough, but let's see. Oh, some are joining for the race, Millsy. Okay, no, never mind then. That's great. But as for qualifying is concerned, we have 12 effectively. Obviously, with Desbro's qualifying bans. Yes, Q1, set a lap, don't crash. That's all you gotta do. Sounds simple enough. Let's see if all 12 people can do that. Obviously, you can see on the left-hand side that the numbers are a bit out of order and so on. Just ignore that, basically. I'm ignoring it. I know there's 13 currently, so... And we're keeping an eye on Source at the moment. We'll wait until Chris comes back and we'll go over a few things. First thing we must mention, of course, those that did watch last week's race in Mexico F4. Oh, it's a big spin for Mike. Oh, you're alright. You're not alright. Don't do that dangerously. Jesus. Well, that's a good first impression anyway. Guys, welcome to the league, Bizarre Mike, or Besser Mike, or we're going to call him Mike, just to make it simple. So, those that saw Mexico last week would have witnessed the interesting driving by Midgetman in the Haas. As a league, of course, we cannot put up with any of that. Also, as a league, we must move on. So he has been swiftly replaced by Bezza Mike, as we've just seen spinning. I hope he can hit the ground running and get some solid points for the Haas team, especially for Millsy. Because bless Millsy, he's had 5 teammates in about 8 races. Let's hopefully say that Mike is going to be consistent and stay with us and so on and don't do anything wrong. As long as he's read the rule book, everything should be fine. What else we got? We also got Airhead welcoming back to the league, and F4. Although he has changed teams, he has now joined the McLaren team. He unfortunately is not racing it tonight. One of the quite a few absentees for this evening. What else do we need to say? Obviously, Scotsman is now full-time in the AlphaTauri. Had his first race back in the AlphaTauri last week. What's a rule book? Asking for a friend. Well, it's a big, long list of rules that you must attend to.
That nobody's
Funnily enough.
read.
I mean, I've read it.
I haven't.
It's not all of it. It's not all of it.
I haven't read a single word.
I mean, most...
It's common sense.
Yeah, most of it is common sense, but like the most important thing is don't ready up before the host.
Yeah.
That's a big no-no. People don't like that. People scream at you if you do that.
Yeah, including me. Yeah.
Don't rejoin the track unsafely, which, to be honest, is a repeated thing lately.
Yeah, let's not
be honest.
that.
Not mention anybody. Not mentioning any names at all.
No, that's not a good idea to get me on that one.
No. I've witnessed that as well. I've also seen it this week. So,
Yes.
you know. Must be aware of the surroundings.
Yes, and don't be a
Anyway,
potato.
you're back.
Yes, I am back.
Hello, back. Scotsman is currently top on a 17.5. Obviously, I don't know whether everyone's pushing. Why are we half pushing at this
Yeah.
point? I don't even know.
Hold on, at the moment I'm trying to get the stream to catch up because it's like a long way behind.
It does that.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to get that to work at the same time. I want to see the chat and stuff.
Fair enough. Right, your stats. You said you had
Yes,
stats.
I have stats. So,
Okay.
shall we run through the
Throw some at
championship
me.
first, or should we go through... Because last week, I saw that Mexico, calling it start, dominated everything. It was pole, it was the fastest lap, and he was the race victor by quite a margin, from what I believe. So that was that was impressive for him.
It's one of those things like in the race he deserved it 100%. I mean, obviously joined the RSF1 Winners Club. We are both a part. You are part of that club, aren't you?
Indeed.
You've won a race before.
Yep.
Yeah, you are. I am. I haven't won a race in like 4 seasons, but I am part of it. But enough about my troubles. Yeah, joined the club obviously yesterday. Yeah, fully deserved it.
Yeah.
Completely deserved it. Although it was absolute chaos behind, because as I just mentioned to the viewers, or the people watching at the moment, obviously Midge Man and all the driving that he did,
Yeah.
and so on.
Yeah, the man that shall not be spoken of anymore.
The
Essentially.
man that is a midge that we don't speak of anymore.
Yes, that's the one. The midge.
Yes. A midge. Yeah, swiftly move on. We all move on. He's been swiftly replaced, etc., etc. So,
Yeah.
so on and so forth.
So, should I run
go on.
through the championship standings now, whilst we don't really have much else to do?
Please, please. I'm
Yeah.
watching old Mandy going round.
Okay, that sounds exciting. Right, so with 6 points, if I go through anybody and they're not here anymore, let me know, okay? Because I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So with 6 points, we've got RSF1 Double, who's not here this week, I believe. Then
Yeah.
we have TYG Rogue in the Ferrari with 8 points. Then we have a
Also not here this week, but yeah.
Yeah, disappointing. Then we have a reserve, which I'll ignore. Then we have CCRL Clark in the Alpine in 17 points, who I don't believe is here again. It's going well.
No.
Then we got Scotsman with 22 points, who was a reserve, now drives for AlphaTauri. Hopefully he can do a good
Yay.
job. Huh?
I mean, boo. No.
Yeah,
Bad.
come on now. Then we got
Yeah.
Pierre B, 26-11 in the Red Bull with 23 points. You think he'd be here driving his new Red Bull, but I don't see him either.
Wait, who?
Pierre? Pierre's here.
Oh, Pierre.
Yeah.
Pierre, yes.
Then we got Des.
Oh, that's a sad thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go on.
Sorry, that's a sad thing. We didn't get to see the Red
Oh,
Bull.
we got neither of them. Oh, come on.
No.
That's disappointing.
Horrible.
That's not fair. Then we got Mr. Desbro, who has obviously had to retire from qualifying at the start here.
Naughty boy.
Yeah, I won't get into that too much, because I don't know if you've mentioned it. But he's got 28 points, joint on the same points as RSF1 Saucy Baby. And then you got Trick Two Pines, just Saucy Alpha Tauri, Trick Two Pines in the Mercedes. Then you have Old Manzi in the Alfa Romeo with 34. Cornet Star has 36 points after his tremendous weekend last week. And if you look at it, he only finished one race before that in the points. The other ones, I don't think he was either there or he retired from, essentially. So that's not too bad.
So where is he? 0, 0, 0, 5th and 1st.
Yeah, I've got did not start, DNF, did not start, 5th first.
Yeah.
Then we got Kachow in Aston Martin, which is currently my rival. I can't even be nice to the Aston Martins. You know, AlphaTauri, Aston Martin rivalry going on there. He has 36 points as well. Immortal, the lovely man himself, in the Williams with 41. Fish Sticks in the Ferrari, 56 points, so we jump up a tiny bit there. Who's in a nice little battle with LA16 Ham and Button. LA16 Ham in the Williams has 57, and Button in the Aston has 58. That's a nice little battle going on between the three drivers for third place. Then we get to the very top. You've got RSF1 Millsy in the Haas with a 3-point deficit behind Lincoln. I hope this is correct, because this is what I've figured out. He has 68, and then Lincoln, at the very top in the Merc, has 71. I hope that's right. That's what I have. So if it's wrong, someone don't shoot the messenger. It's just what I've been told and what I've been shown. But yeah, that's my standings. That's what I can see. I don't have any constructors. That's up to you, mate. Because I've no idea how to find that.
Got that. I've got that.
Yeah.
You don't have access to the F4 standings page?
Maybe. I don't know, but I just read that off my own
on Discord.
sheet.
Not a problem. Alright, I can tell you that Aston Martin are... Well, they're 83 points ahead at the moment. 177. It is basically, at the moment, is everybody chasing Aston Martin. Is the story. I mean, mainly, not to take anything away from Kachow and Button, they are both very, very quick in their own right. But, if you remember, I mean, you weren't here for that, but Tribal, who used to be part of F4, won the first 3 races.
I know, I did spectate them, I did see the races.
Yeah.
He was dominant.
So, yeah, they're carrying on from that, and they're both quite quick. I mean, Kachow already top of Q1 at the moment, etc. So, yeah, they're carrying it on. But they have an 83-point lead, as I said. They are ahead of Haas, who are on 94 points. Third is Williams with 86. Then Ferrari with 82 and Mercedes 81. So, like, if you take Aston Martin out of the picture, it's very close. But this is everybody trying to close the gap. And can they before the end of the season, is the question.
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo on 62 points. AlphaTauri on 59. McLaren on 37, Alpine on 24, and Red Bull prop up the bottom of the table on the constructors with 10.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. That's not good.
Where did they get those 10 points? They got the 6 points in France for double in his first race, and they got 2 points with Pierre in USA and 1 point in Abu Dhabi. That's their 10 so far. And they're not going to score any more.
Are you sure that doesn't add up to 9, or have I banged my head somewhere?
I've only gone by race director, so that could be penalties and so on. Yeah.
Have you seen...
That's the fault of my standings.
Yeah, have you seen Zach in the chat? He's talking about me bottling the race, every other race after I won the first 2.
And then bottled every other race. Yes.
No, it's not bottled.
Yes.
I've been taken out in 3 of them. So...
Been unlucky is the other word.
Taken out.
FRA Swifty, question or answer to your question. I mean, it has been there. No one else in the chat has kind of answered. It's so rude. But anyway, well, I've been rude to ignoring it, but we've been busy going through all the stuff.
Yeah.
As Millsy gets a 20.049 there. Okay, this is the best way to do this. If you contact RSF1 Shane0407, so that SHAINE. Actually, does someone put Shane's gamer tag in the chat? Which would be easier. I know it's got like numbers on the end of it.
Empty the mic. You're still here, mate. Can you put Shane's gamer tag in here, please.
Someone.
Or
Sliverin,
Zach,
Sliverin.
if you don't mind, rather
All
than
of you.
abusing the
All
comms.
15 of you.
Rather than
all
abusing
15
the
of you,
comms,
all
can
at
you
once.
be useful, please? Thanks, mate.
Yes, if you contact him, he will get you sorted out and so on. This is an Xbox lead, obviously, other than a nice wobble there, Millsy. He keeps distracting me, Millsy. Just drive back to the pits. You settle up, just calmly.
Also, can
please.
Mike please retire?
I think he's just left. Oh, he got kicked from the session. So I don't think
Oh, is
he
he?
can. Hmm.
Right, I didn't know that. Do I need to invite him back?
Yes, please. Thank you, Sliverin. Yeah, Swifty, if you can contact that gamer tag there that Sliverin has just put in, exactly as he's put it, by the way, obviously otherwise it doesn't work. Mention you've seen RSF1, you're interested in joining, and he should sort you out and hopefully see you on the grid, whichever grid that would be. Because we have 5 in total. This is F4 tonight, the last of the week that we have on Thursday, but we have Sunday is F1, Monday is F2, Tuesday is F5, Wednesday's F3, and then it's F4.
Just to let you know, could not invite Mike back, and obviously Millsy retiring there has ended the session, so Mike's not here.
I think he joining back. The reason why you can't invite him.
Okay.
Or something.
Sometimes it just doesn't let you anyway, does it not?
Oh my god, it's a Scots 1-2.
Last seen 1 minute ago, so he's not even in line. Invite to game.
It's a Kachow Scotsman 1-2. They're both from Scotland. Well, they're both representing Scotland anyway. There could be other people that are from Scotland.
No,
they decided not to put the
no,
flag.
they wouldn't want to be classed as British.
They would. Well, they would put the flag.
Yeah, they would put the flag. The Scots are a proud
Yeah.
bunch. They wouldn't want to be classed as British.
Right, so Q1, we have rambled, let's be honest, our way through that.
Yeah.
We are into Q2.
Where I think only
This is
3 get eliminated.
yes, I believe.
4.
No, 4. 4 technically, but Desbro has to retire again because he still is under that qualifying ban.
Yes, I think it's because
Which will
old
then-
Manzi's just arrived, has he not? Or was he here before?
Old man's in TIFF or LA16 Ham.
LA16
Joined.
Ham, yeah, correct. I refuse to call him Tip until he changes his game tag to that.
Yes. So this is where we start to get serious now, because obviously Q2, it's still dry, by the way. No chance of rain as of yet.
It has been sunny Spain all week, I've noticed.
Not a single drop of rain at all until our race. Could be later. We haven't been told.
Yeah.
But this is where we get serious. So, assuming it's dry, strategy: don't touch the softs. Basically, is what I'm been hearing.
They get chewed up in 4 to 5 laps. There's no point. I tried it in my race, did not work. You need to go medium hard. And that's the only way, really, because if you go anything else, you're just setting yourself up for high tyre wear and losing positions, essentially. There's not a lot you can do.
I was going to say, is anybody going to head out? It's been 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Guys.
A lot of people would normally go out and do, that painful
I hear a
soft
car.
lap.
Millsy.
Is
Thank you,
he
Millsy.
going out on the soft tyres? Is he going to do one of those painful soft
Yeah,
laps?
soft delta lap, yeah.
I hate these.
He knows. Unless it is on mediums, because that is a thing still.
It could be a thing, yeah.
So yeah, medium hards, or if you qualify outside the top 10, hard medium, basically. Do not start the softs whatsoever.
Yep.
You're a fool if you do.
Avoid the softs at all costs.
Unless there's a late safety car and then you chuck up on of like 6 laps to go or something like that.
Yeah, and that's still even a risk, to be honest with you, with 6 laps left. You never know. Because this track can spit you up and chew you out. One mistake, one bit of tyre wear that you didn't expect from the last lap, you're in a wall. It's that simple around here. Yeah, our Mancy's doing the same if he's on the soft tyres. What about Cornet Star? He is on the mediums on my screen. This could be a lap when he starts it. I hope. please.
Now Cornet Star did actually say to me in his interview last week, very nice interview as well. He's a nice guy. He is not confident about Spain one bit.
Okay.
But we've heard that all before from so many drivers in RSF1. They always say, "Oh, this track is terrible for me," and then they park it on pole.
Yeah, I've never done
win
that.
by 20
What are you
seconds.
talking about?
I'm sure you've done it at least once.
Yeah, twice this season for the 2 wins.
Right, Millsy just heading through turn 1 and 2 right now. Avoid the... Well, that second curb there, that can be very, very tricky because if you're going to touch the curb, you go over it, right?
Yeah, because if
you slightly touch it, you're going round.
Yeah, if you just put your left wheels on it, you're spinning. It's an auto spin unless you obviously go over the top of it.
Which is weird how that works.
Yeah, it is bizarre.
Yeah, tyre profiling and everything else. Through 7 and 8, which you'll see a lot of the cars snap as they go halfway through. Turn 9 as well. We've seen a lot of fatalities this week. It's like Mortal Kombat, isn't it? Hey, you know the reference.
Zach, not all tracks are terrible for you. You just lose your head. Stop being silly. You're a very quick driver. You win the race this season if you put your mind to it.
It's been very unlucky, actually, Severin.
Yeah.
Into the final sector for Millsy through the chicane, which again, the car snapping. It's a very... Not a terrible lap. A few... Oh.
As he brakes.
Never mind.
Oh, what a surprise.
Yes.
Maybe that's why I'm watching Cornet Star.
Go on. Cross the line. Now, if you were trying to get like a 25 dead maybe, or a 24.699 just to be funny, I mean, 24.714. Great lap for Millsy there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely great.
Superb. Oh, man.
There we go.
That's a bit
120.
quicker.
So close.
Yeah. Here comes Cornet Star on what it's telling me is the medium tyres. So let's hope it is, because he won't break. And he hasn't. 17.9.
Oh.
Next up is
See how that
Tiff.
stands, but I think that's pretty good.
Tiff. LA16 coming around the final few corners. What's he going to do? This is also a really easy corner to spin on. I don't know if you felt it this week, but it's very easy done.
I've spun there. I spun there in Q2.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
No, Q3, sorry.
It's like a rally corner, that final corner.
Well, the thing about it is that obviously when you're on the softs, see, I didn't spin when on the mediums. The mediums, immediately, they're a better race tire than the softs, because the softs, in like quali, if you really hard push on them, obviously you'll front a lap. By the time you get to the last sector, they've lost their oomph.
Yeah.
And they're a bit more slidey. So, that's the thing you've got to be kind of aware of. It's almost like you've got to go easy, like the first part of the lap. So then you have some bit left.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Comes Kachow in the Aston Martin, looking very quick so far. Topped Q1. And wow, 4/10 quicker than Cornet on the same tyre.
That's a good lap. That's probably where I'm expecting most of F4 to be, roughly in the mid-17s on the mediums. Because they obviously should be slightly faster than the F5 lot, and we was like the high 17s. So they should be like mid-17s, I would say.
Yeah. Kachow's coming into this season. He's had a bit of an up and down though. USA he got 4th. It doesn't seem too bad on paper, but he could have won that race apart from that spin that he had a few laps from the end. Abu Dhabi didn't finish. Singapore he won relatively comfortably, if I remember. Got very, very unlucky in Mexico. Got caught up in the whole... I said I wouldn't mention him again, but it keeps cropping up. The whole Midgeman thing.
Yeah.
In Mexico.
I mean,
so
yeah, he caused a few problems from what I've heard. I have not seen any of it, but I don't really want to. If I'm honest, it sounded awful.
On his pure pace alone, I would not be surprised if he ends up being towards the sharp end in the latter half of this season.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised.
It's one that Lincoln and Millsy will have to keep an eye out on, I believe.
Oh, yes. As well as a fair few others as well. This guy Button, in the other Aston Martin as well, starting to pick up a good few results. 2 third places, the last 2 races.
Yeah, I do believe he did get did he not get demoted to 4th with one of them? Because of penalties.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, he did at Mexico.
Ah, okay, that's the reason.
Oh, Mike's back.
That's what I'm saying about the Aston Martins, why they're streaks ahead in the constructors. They just have 2 solid, consistent drivers that turn up.
Yes, that's true. I'm just keeping an eye on fish sticks for the first 2 corners, just making sure he didn't do anything silly.
We'll follow for the rest of the lap.
Aye, why not? Coming into the hard braking zone of this right-hander. It's like a bit off camber, isn't it, really? You can lose the back end very easy. Hard braking into this left-hander. You normally go down to 2nd gear and up to 3rd, but he stays in 3rd, so it must just be his preference. Now, very easy corner to lose the back end here. If you touch the inside curve, you normally go, but he just about hold on to that, so that's quite impressive. Now, the fast right. He's very brave through there. Didn't steal lift. So that's always a good sign that you've got the right setup. Now hard braking into the corner that shouldn't be on the track. He stays in 3rd, doesn't go down to 2nd, and he's invalidated. Just wide. But my comment on that corner not being on the track, it shouldn't be, should it really? But he couldn't be bothered to change it.
Codemasters haven't updated it yet.
Yeah. It's silly, because
They gave a similar.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Which they should have given us last year.
Oh.
West Turkey.
Oh, button!
Oh.
Oh.
That's going to ruin the next lap as well, because you won't have the speed, surely.
Yeah. Most definitely going to have to improve. I know there's only 6 times on the board currently, but...
Oh yeah, wow. Didn't even notice.
Yeah, because people are leaving it very late.
I wouldn't do this, especially around a track it's very easy to invalidate on your flying lap.
Pines with a 17.8 in the Mercedes. Nice.
Yeah, Pines is a dark horse, isn't he? He just appears sometimes.
Pines is again one of those. He's had the pace lately, but he got a fifth in USA in his debut and hasn't scored since. So
that isn't ideal.
But he's had the pace to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Some drivers are quick, but they just, they don't find the race pace and the race consistency. And you're watching Lincoln, or was that really delayed?
I was watching Lincoln, and they're just trying to find people on the lap.
Fish sticks in the final corner.
At the moment.
Coming around the final corner now. This should be an improvement. Wow, nothing. Yep, 18-0, not bad.
Nice, we'll pop up to Scotsman. Scotsman, very impressive. I say debut. I mean, he has been around before, but welcome back to RSF1 kind of race in Mexico. 5th place, kept out of trouble. Done a very solid job for your team as well. So,
yep.
Guess cheering him on.
Always.
Nice through the final chicane. Nice little flick left and right. There's a Haas off in turn 2. Might be Mike as Scotsman goes 3rd. Just in behind that was Mike off at turn 2. Having a couple shaky laps, Mike is in the Haas. Hopefully he settles down a bit.
The championship leader's on a lap now.
Mr. Lincoln. 7 and 8. Has yet to win his first race in RSF1, and I'm stating he will win one this season.
And I'm stating
everything needs to come together. Yeah, you've made the statement that he will win the championship but not win a race.
Yeah, I think
which is bold.
He's very consistent. And when he has a bad day, normally Millsy has the same bad day. So...
that has been the case the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. So I think he'll win it without winning the race, personally.
Right, well, let's see what he does in this session. And it's a 17-7 that goes 2nd instead of his teammate.
That's the best lap he's done all week around here in the mediums.
Oh. In the ballpark.
Yep. Very good from Lincoln.
Right. So, just over 2.5 minutes to go. Crunch time now. So we got both Haas drivers down there, although Millsy's yet to set a competitive lap.
Yes,
on his mediums.
he
Mike
must
is
have
there.
made a mistake in the middle sector because he was only a 10th down on his lap here on this lap. So on the first lap, it must have been a middle sector mistake. Or lap sector, actually, because he's only 0.026 up. Ooh. Unless I've got it to leader, I don't actually know. Oh, I've got it to fastest lap, so he's up on the fastest lap at the moment.
Ooh. I'm riding a oh, Sauce. No. Sauce.
Nobody could be topping here around the final corner. Nails the final corner, and it's second. Oh, that's close.
Just ahead of Lincoln, his title rival as well.
But he was up on the middle sector, the personal best, and then, well, best of everybody, and then just made a mistake, I think, in the final few corners. Oh!
Lincoln, 17.4!
Alright then, Lincoln, you've been hiding that for me a week. Jesus.
Star improves as well. Second lap on the mediums, which I'd never recommend, but as here comes Mike with a 17.9, so that's right. So when Mike can hook a lap together when he's not making mistakes, he's pretty solid.
Yep. Nosy is done. He's not doing another lap. Cornet Star's done. Lincoln's done.
Sauce is in trouble.
Oh, Sauce.
He's invalidated. The fuel light hasn't come out. As long as he has enough fuel,
yeah,
he'll be fine.
He needs to
50 seconds.
Oh, Sauce. He needs to get around. He needs to do a lap here.
He'll be alright. He'll be alright. Yeah, he's just got enough time. What he mustn't do is rush the last couple of corners, because if he cuts the corner there, that's it. He's done.
Yeah. LA16 Hammer is out. He has not come back out, and Immortal's also sat on P10.
What are you doing?
So,
Williams.
So if Button or Sauce can improve, they will eliminate Immortal. But LA16 Hammer is already out. Is he in the Williams as well?
Yes.
Oh no!
What are you two doing?
Uh-oh.
Better be for strategy, boys.
You watch Button, I'll keep an eye on Sauce.
Through the final chicane. Could have asked to improve. And he had a massive slide into the last chicane, so I'd imagine he should improve here. Yep. Gonna.
Yeah, Immortal and
Only just.
LA16 Hammer both out.
Button's on the bubble in 10th.
Yeah, now can
Sauce has got to beat an 18-1.
Oh, he's invalidated!
No.
Sauce is out.
He will be deeply frustrated with that, because the first lap that he was on, I was spectating, he went purple middle sector. So he has been quick, but he is out with, of course, we had Desborough the qualifying ban and both Williams drivers.
Just so you know, I've only just
11th
seen
and 12th.
I've just seen the invalidation on the stream. That's how far behind I am.
Oh jeez.
Oh no! Why is it so far?
Just remember,
Yeah.
Immortal and LA16 Ham, we are currently on a every driver has scored points up until this race, so no pressure.
Oh, in
Don't
Spain?
you be the two. Yeah, we've
okay.
we've had every driver score points.
Interesting.
And free podiums as well. No pressure. Immortal and Tiff. But you need to carry on that record.
Ooh, LA16 Ham.
So, in terms of best tyre, everybody on the mediums, simple as. Few have done... Well, Mandy's done 3 laps according to this. Few have done 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, Pines and Kachal and Millsy only doing 1 lap on them. They would be in... They should be good from the start.
Millsy's got an advantage on Lincoln of 1 lap already, so he may be able to do the undercut. Or the overcut. It gives him options, to be honest with you. Scotsman has left this session, right?
Ow.
I shall grab him. Get back in here.
I have noticed ever since the update there's been more disconnections
Yeah,
than before.
nothing is as bad as it was at Singapore, I believe it was. Everyone was just being connected every 2 seconds. That was crazy.
Looks, according to this, looks relatively competitive. Half a second between the top 8. Not bad.
And only a second separating everybody that did a lap. so it's not too bad at all. Not too bad.
Here's a stat for you as well.
Go on.
Since Tribal's domination of F4 before he got promoted to F3, we've had 4 different race winners from 4 races.
Yes,
Millsy in USA, Source in Abu Dhabi, Cachao in Singapore, and Mexico for Cornet Star.
Okay.
So, and that continue going as we head into Q3.
Oh yeah, because at Singapore, Cachao and LA16 Ham switched positions, didn't they? Because of that silly, stupid penalty thing.
Oh yeah, I know why. Because Cachao left the session and rejoined, and apparently, if you do that, your timings get all scuffled or whatever.
I just need to switch the two, don't I, on my records, because I had Tiff winning that race. That was all. That's why.
That was in Singapore. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's because Tiff had a 3-second penalty, and Cachao was like right on the verge of 3 seconds coming to the last corner.
Yeah.
The last available screenshot we had
because me
said that he had done it.
Yeah, me and Muddy both had the same screenshot of 2.9 something, I believe it was.
Just stupidly close, but you know.
Alright, sorry to ask you midstream, but I wanted to do that for my own record. That was all.
Oh, yeah, it's alright. Right, so Mike is, my namesake actually, is going to be setting the first lap in Q3. Everybody's out apart from an AlphaTauri, which is Scotsman. So because he's joining me back.
Yep.
Or rejoining, hopefully.
I hope so. I have invited him.
Alright, so here goes Mike in the Haas. Down a very, very long turn 1. Not as long as Mexico. It's long enough, especially on the first lap, to double take on where you're going to be putting your car, basically, especially with everyone else around you. Decently through turn 1 and 2, but had to lift off the throttle for turn 3 because you got too much of a turn in. You can't go flat out turn 3, but you have to get the line right, otherwise you have to ease off.
Yes. You have to be inch perfect.
Through turn 4 nicely, through turn 5 nicely enough. Decent lap, but this is turn 6 completely flat out, 7 and 8. Holding it in 5th gear, which is kind of the technique which I figured you should do if you want to go through safely. Bit of a lift through turn 9. But it's a decent lap so far. 50.8 is a solid middle sector. Needs to be on it. 10 and 11 over the bump, which sometimes can upset your car in a big way. As long as he gets this right, it could be see what the time is, but all rumbles over the first curb. We don't want to be doing that. It'll cost him a little bit of time.
Lincoln just did a 50.5 second sector.
17.7. Oh, Cachao's out! Cachao in the Aston Martin is out. Lost it turn 9.
Yeah, you can see him. He's to the side.
Oh,
wow.
No. Wow. Fishsticks meantime, 17.2, just but 3,000th button got close to
line.
him.
16.7!
Lincoln!
Now, that's more of what I was expecting to see. Around the 16.7s, maybe even the 16.4, 16.5s, I'm expecting them to be around.
Old Manzi to 4th for the 17.5, decent that from him. Got some rejoins. Wow.
That's awful for Cachao.
He was looking strong, wasn't he?
He was.
He's not going to be happy at all. But that shows you how easy it can bite you, this circuit. You could be on top of the world and then boop, one corner wrong and that's it. Millsy, just seen his tied for whoever go first at 17.70. He's a whole second behind him.
Can't imagine that was a full push lap by Millsy.
Can't imagine there being a perfect lap.
No. Because that is a big gap between the two championship protagonists. See a big
second, there's a lot.
Cornet Star, I think it's on another lap, you know, back to back maybe. Oh no,
he's a second down.
Turned off, no. I just saw him pushing through the hard right-hander where Cachao lost it.
Yeah, he's a second down in the middle sector, I think. Millsy's only 2 tenths.
Hey, Michael, we're slacking. We haven't done our prediction for pole.
Much has happened. But it's a bit too late now, isn't it? It'd be too easy.
Everyone can do their second run, and the second run's always tons better. I improved by 7 tenths on my second run on Tuesday.
Oh, Millsy takes out a bollard.
So then,
And
chat,
yeah,
who do you
off.
think is going to be our pole position tonight then? Let us know in the comments. Or in the chat.
See, it's kind of the wrong time to do it because people have already set a times.
I think...
You're basically saying, are you going with Lincoln or are you going against him?
Yeah, but I mean, you got to do it at some point.
Yeah. Well, I'm with him. I think he'll stick with this. That's a solid lap to beat.
I think he'll go faster. He's looking for more of the 16.5-ish.
Right, alright then.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, if you think about it, Michael, I was on pole on Tuesday with a 16.7, I believe.
Scotsman. Outlap, never mind.
So, yeah. If F5 can do a 16.7, then, you know.
On the lap as well. No, buttons on the slow one.
No.
So it's Mike and Scotsman on outlaps.
Yeah, so Scotsman, I think, is your next guy.
Mm-hmm.
Who we're hoping is going to cope very well today, because he's not feeling the best, is he?
I did not know that, but...
He's got that certain word that starts with C.
Oh, Jesus, he... Oh.
Yeah. And before...
Hopefully he can have a good race result to make him feel good.
Yeah. Spores, just get your head down, mate. Ignore it. You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Stay out of trouble.
Oh, that's brave from Scotsman right over the curb at turn 2, but made it work for him. Quickest way, but it's the most dangerous way. He's gone over that second curb, but it's off 21.8 first sector. That's pretty good. On my levels.
What was it now?
Someone's crackling, by the way.
Crackling?
Crackling, by the way. Oh, I've got that freaking audio thing.
What do you mean audio thing?
You know that thing, the stream crackles.
Right. Is that for me, is it?
I can't remember how to solve... No, it's in general.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember how to solve it.
Oh, no.
I can stop and restart once qualifying is over.
Might not be the worst idea.
Yeah.
Is it really bad, is it?
Apparently so.
Could you hear it when you listen to it back?
Yeah, it is. It's quite substantial. 17.2, just ahead of Fish Sticks and Button from Scotsman. So that's a very, very good lap.
Hey, Zach, not everything's my fault.
Remember how to...
Oh, Rogue's here.
Oh, there's Rogue. We have a Rogue joining the race. Like 3 minutes left.
Well, he's here. Eventually.
Late to the party, yeah.
Now, Millsy.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Stopping and restarting the stream is anything I can think of.
So is it every time I speak? Shall I just be quiet for a minute?
Nah, it's in general. It's me as well.
Oh, okay.
Like the whole stream's doing it.
Millsy's starting a lap right now, by the way. He needs to improve massively.
I'm on board with Mike, who has beaten Scotsman's first sector, 21.7.
Ooh.
This is what I'm thinking with Mike. It's this Mike here. When he can hook a lap together, he's perfectly quick and fine. He's just making a lot of mistakes at the moment. Just need to calm it down. Definitely looking strong.
Yeah. Millsy's nearly a 10th down on the fastest first sector.
Oh! Spinning Alfa Romeo. That's Manzi, who's lost at turn 9.
Oh no.
In the background. That's him done for qualifying. I think. Yep. You want to get back in time. But Mike's on a very solid lap. This could trouble the front here. He's going to get into 16s. Don't think it is. It's going to be up there though. Oh, just out of Manzi, 5th.
Millsy around the final corner now. Is this going to be anywhere near the front? Not really. A 17.6.
I mean, he's not far off. To be fair, a 10th would put him where his teammate is, but compared to Lincoln, because they're together in the championship, we have to. But compared to Lincoln, it's quite a bit.
Yeah, it'll get boring us comparing them, but we have to. It's just unfortunately what we got to do.
Lincoln's teammate Pines. Now Pines would do good to get where his teammate is to help him out a little bit.
Yes. Yeah, he's got to get up there and act as the Bottas to Lincoln's Hamilton, shall we say.
And this will do well. Middle sector 2/10ths up, which will put him again. Look how close it is from 5th to 9th as a 10th.
Yeah, it's very close. So who's on the next lap? Pines, yeah?
Yep.
Ooh, Fishstick's riding the curb. Nearly lost it.
Pines looking good. Yep, 5th place.
And Fishsticks comes across the line and doesn't improve.
Button down.
I think that was a cool down lap there for Button because he's going on one now. Scotsman's called it in the pits.
Yeah, could improve.
That's an then.
So this.
Oh, Cornet Star, final sector. Can he be brave through the final corner? It looks like he's nailed that, to be honest with you. He goes second.
Ooh.
Takes the front row spot off the AlphaTauri man of Scotsman. Anybody on a lap right now? No.
Fishsticks will be next, and he's 2/10ths down.
Lincoln's done. There'll
Lincoln's
be no improvement.
Not improving at all, no. Pines has dropped it. And so it's Fishsticks, Button, and then Millsy.
Yeah, Millsy is down at the moment for what I can see. Only just, though.
Fishsticks. No, doesn't improve. And Button, he's 3 thousandths behind Fishsticks.
Ooh, Millsy nearly went then.
Oh. It's Millsy. Left to go.
And he's not
Only
troubling
9th.
Lincoln, so Lincoln is on pole position. He's not troubling Lincoln at all.
He's got to keep pushing. Oh, big wobble last corner. Oh,
He's found a lot of time in that
done it.
final sector.
Had a big... Apparently the grappling stop.
Yeah, I was about to point that out to you.
Grappling stop.
Okay, if it has stopped, then perfect, because that means we don't have to do anything.
That could be a critical final sector for Millsy, because he was looking or staring down the barrel of a 9th place, and he's ended up 3rd.
Yes. That is a good recovery lap.
But Lincoln in the Mercedes by 3.5 tenths over everyone else. Pole position.
Yeah, Lincoln has to
don't
turn
wanna
one of
be
these
the comms
poles.
curse.
He has to turn one of these poles into a win eventually, surely.
Well, you've done it already. There's me saying I don't want to be the comms curse, and you just got straight out with
It's
it.
fine. I like being the comms curse. It's alright. I'll only get abused by him tomorrow. It's all good.
Is this the making of his very first RSF1 win? He's been so close.
Yeah.
So close.
I really like Lincoln. I think he's a nice guy. He deserves a win, but I just don't know if he will get it. I think it's going to be a lot of P2s, but that's enough, though. Like, you know, it's enough to get a championship.
You still haven't been told about weather.
No.
Chat has really let us down.
I'm going to presume it looks a little bit cloudier than it did in the other sessions, but I don't think we're going to get rain, to be honest with you, mate.
No. Oh, we do get to see a Red Bull.
Lincoln would have got
Roger's-
P4 and F3.
Roger's confused. Why do we compare divisions?
Hey,
Why?
Muddy, I wouldn't compare that, mate, because that was about what I did in F5, so... And I'm certainly not an F3 driver.
Yeah, don't start that rumour. Oh, someone's readied up for the host.
For flip's sake.
I'll take 3 guesses on that.
I'm not going to repeat what Andy Yuzkin has just said.
Wow.
I love that. That's great.
I'll take 3 guesses of who readied up before the host.
New one?
Or who most likely. Most likely.
Is there somebody new? I would presume it's that one.
Mike. Yeah, the Mike guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You read the rules.
That's why you do either get told that bit or read the rules for that bit.
Yeah.
I knew that.
He was probably told. This is the very first thing you do.
Yeah, I knew that from another league racing thing. That's why I never read it.
Right, can you take us through the grid, please?
Oh, we have a Red Bull, even though Rogue's not meant to be in it. He's in it. Right, so starting 15th, it's TYG Rogue, who decided to show up very late. He's probably got his reasons, but we all know Rogue, he's just a nightmare. But he's 15th. Then you got Desbro in 14th place in the Alfa Romeo. 13th place is RSF1 Source in the AlphaTauri, who's got a race victory to his name this season. Then LA16 Ham in 12th place in one of the Williamses, with the other Williams right in front of him of Morton. Then Kachow down in a disappointing 10th after a crash in Q3. Then you got Old Manzi in P9 in the other Alfa Romeo. Then Bizarre Mike, who I can't actually view because he's disqualified himself on this lap, in 8th. Then you got Trick 2 Pines in 7th in the Mercedes. Button in the Aston Martin in 6th place. Then Fishsticks and Scotsman in 5th and 4th respectively. RSF1 Millsy, the guy 2nd place in the championship by 3 points in P3. Cornet Star last week's pole sitter and race victor in P2. Then RSF1 Lincoln, the pole man, the championship leader. Can he finally break that RSF1 duck and win a race? We're going to find out after 33 laps. There you go.
Hey, thank you. There you can see the race strategy powered by AWS. We are not sponsored by AWS, but seeing as it said it, I better say it.
It sounded like Crofty.
Right. I know. Powered by AWS.
I hate all that.
I'm pretty sure Lincoln's had a pole before. I don't think he's broken the duck on that. I'm pretty sure he's had it before.
No, I'm talking about breaking the duck for the race victory.
Yeah.
I know he's had poles. He's good at qualifying. He even had poles last year against Yuzgin and Raikkonen in F5.
The thing I have noticed is there is everybody on mediums apart from Immortal on the hards. Let's see how that works out for him. Could work out very, very well, especially with the safety car and everything. But we are ready for 5 red lights, the Spanish Grand Prix in F4. And it's go, go, go. And Tiff has drive through jump start.
Yeah,
and he's making it 4 wide in the mid pack. But Cornet has already taken the lead from Lincoln. Got a much better start than the Mercedes driver. Scotsman starts into 3rd place. There's a side-by-side between Ferrari and Aston Martin and Fishsticks and Button. And we're still skating through. Oh yay. Going 2 by 2 by 2 at the moment.
Word.
It's still side by side. Fishsticks and Kachow actually. It wasn't Button. Yep. It's still side by side.
They're still there. Oh my god, he made it through.
There's a rogue. There's a rogue. Oh. What is Rogue doing?
It's a lovely move. He made no
absolutely
contact.
Flying.
I'm surprised by that. Literally no contact. And the Williams cars have had a shocker. P13 and P15 off the line. They've had an
been so happy
shocker.
about that. Oh,
Source coming inside.
Hines lunging it.
Source is going for a move on LA16 Ham. Can't quite make it. Oh, someone's in the wall. It's Mike.
Oh, Mikey, no. No front wing either.
Yeah, he lost the back end and went into the wall, unfortunately.
So across the line we go at the end of that hectic lap. Biff is in the pits for his drive-through.
Desperate all over the back of Button right now. Going for a move into turn 1. There's a move in front as well going on.
That's Pines and Rogue. Rogue has had an absolute phenomenal start. Why can't I get my words out today?
I don't know.
Up seven places
What
on the back of the grid.
That was his strategy. Don't go to qualify and then you get fresh tyres at the start.
Yeah, true. Kachal as well. I did think I was going to say about Kachal for the grid. Oh, his mic is
crashed.
Is that?
That's not in the bits.
On the straight?
That doesn't seem right.
That's halfway down the straight.
You don't crash there.
You
do not crash there.
We can't see.
No, we can't prove anything. We can't see it. We have no idea. But that's not a place you crash.
No. Yeah,
also, I don't know if you've mentioned it, but Cornet Star leads the race over Lincoln.
I did mention it, like, briefly.
Yeah, there was chaos going on at the back. I did not see that move.
Been a relatively clean start, actually, from F4, despite the fact that we're going 2-3 wide at one point.
Yeah. Very entertaining start from the lads, and it proves that they can race together very nicely. There's a good understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I don't know if you've read the notes we had, but there shouldn't be any drive-throughs, and there isn't, because they've patched the safety cars. The timing glitch.
Oh, yeah.
Heavens. Took us long enough.
Mortal going by Source. So, Tiff needs a safety car, actually, to bring him back into it. It was probably cursing the fact that was only a virtual, but...
Yeah. But there's plenty of time left in this race for him to come back into this race.
Mm-hmm. So the question for Cornet Star, yes, he has the lead, but can he pull away? I don't think he can pull away in these early stages, but still only a few laps in. Whether Lincoln's can kind of stick with him, the Scotsman as well.
Well, so far, I think Lincoln might just be sitting there. Scotsman's using a lot of ERS to keep up, so is Millsy, and Lincoln is barely even touching it. So I think he's comfortable at the moment, he's just sitting there. Although he is losing a bit of time at the moment, so he might want to use some...
Yeah, Lincoln's got to he's got to try and keep up with Cornet, but he's got to also watch for Scotsman here.
Yeah. Source is looking racy on the back of Immortal again.
Oh, Kachal's got a good run on fish sticks. Up on the inside. Ooh, run by good tyres. Touching good tyres. Still side by side. Through turn 3.
Driving from the two of them. Oh!
Chelsea on the inside.
That is
Fish sticks
nice.
still on the outside. Kachal's got it.
Bravo to the two drivers there. That is very good driving.
That's exactly how you do it. Well, there was a bit of tyre rubbing, a bit of contact, but nothing too major. They gave each other just enough space.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of wheel banging.
No.
Also, you are struggling for words today,
at Rogue,
aren't you?
Look at Rogue. He's flying.
Yeah, Rogue
up on the inside again. Oh,
he's gone deep.
Brakes.
I have to get that back. He does.
Yep.
Oh, yellow flag.
Rogue.
It's Source. I think.
And Immortal.
And Immortal. Source and Immortal have come together. That's going to be awkward because they're in a party together. That's not good. Oh dear.
No, not good. Cornet Star fastest lap. Lincoln responds with the fastest lap.
Yeah, Lincoln's sitting comfortably.
So he is sticking with him.
Yeah. He knows what to do. He's just sitting behind him for now, just assessing it. And the front three are dropping Millsy.
I was going to say, I'll tell you what, this is apparent. The front three seem to have pace at this early stage. Millsy cannot seem to keep up with him.
No, they're leaving him behind now. 2-second gap from Millsy to Scotsman now, 2.1. So is it damage limitation from Millsy today? There's a long way to go.
Still early in this race, Chris.
I know.
It's lap 5.
I know.
Never, ever count out Millsy.
Oh, no,
never.
Millsy is an absolute tyre demon. He keeps them, and I don't know how he does it.
Well, this is the thing. He's not under immediate pressure at the moment from Kachal. I mean, Kachal is working his way through the field, as you kind of expect. He had the pace in qualifying.
Yeah.
He's just easing his way up through the grid, as is Rogue, to be honest. Rogue is on a freaking mission. But no, these three are battling. These three are battling amongst themselves. He's just sitting there, just, as you say, monitoring his tyres.
Yeah, there's a good chance that Millsy, because we know what he's like, he's a madman, he might try and take this to the softs. He might try and go really deep.
Lincoln! Oh, sorry.
All good. Oh, moment for Scotsman in third. Nearly went around.
Lincoln was poking his nose up on the inside.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, yellow flag. Rogue! It's Rogue!
Rogue, no!
And he's
Rogue.
no front wing damage that's visual. So, let's hope he's okay.
A good start ruined.
Yeah. But let's get his
Pretty much back to where he started again.
Well, he started at the back. So, he's still better than where he started.
Yeah.
He can do this. He can still come back. He's got a lot of pace today and he showed it. Safety car puts him back in the mix.
Yeah, still plenty of time for that. Scotsman has a wee cheeky look.
Yes.
The inside of Lincoln here. These three kind of nestled together, but again, the more Lincoln starts looking at Scotsman, that's where Cornet gets a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, Scotsman just had another moment through that corner where he nearly hit the back of Lincoln and had a little wobble on. Oh, it's back end! Scotsman is pushing! He's had 3 or 4 moments I've seen on this lap alone.
Oh, Kachow is steadily getting there. Maximum attack using ERS. Mills, he's not really... he's not going to fight it, I don't think.
No, Millsy's doing his own race here.
Through. Tell you what, before long, Kachow might be onto the back of these three. They might have a four-way battle.
Yeah, especially if they keep battling. And Corner Star's not getting away because his DRS is just keeping the other two in contention as well at the moment. And he might even be tyre conserving at the same time. And I don't think Kachow is, from how we've seen him driving from the first lights out. No.
Getting into a steady building race at the moment.
Yes. Since Rogue had that moment, he doesn't seem to be... I don't think his tyres are back yet. Because he's fallen back into the clutch to the source now.
Kind of split into... it's almost like a cycle race at the moment. You've got the front three. Bit of a gap to Kachow, Millsy. Then you've got Fishsticks, Manzi and Pines in a freeway battle. Although Pines is very, very close to old Manzi. Might have a look at him. Yeah, big mistake for Manzi. Yeah, Pines is going to be... it's a drag race. It's Mansell and Senna.
Oh no. We know how that ended.
91.
Oh, we're lagging.
There were sparks coming off in 1991. None of that, but Pines is through.
It's a good professional move in the end.
That epic shot where Mansell and Senna going down the front straight in Spain, the sparking of the tyres, and they're millimetres from each other.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Those were the days of V12s and sparky underfloors and everything else.
I think soon Lincoln might be getting fed up of following Cornet Star here, and he might go for a move. He seems closer than he has in previous laps.
Just needs to get a good run out the last corner.
Yellow flag, takes 2.
Yellow flag. Whoa, where on earth is Rogue? Whoa! Rogue's way off.
How is he so far off? Is he not?
I don't think that's going to be a safety car. I mean, that's already in the runoff.
Yeah, he's miles off the track. How's he done that?
I think he's on a wheel. That might be... he has had a few mistakes before that. As, oh, Pines, no! Pines also lost chicane. Big off.
Source first penalty of the day.
Lap 9 is pretty impressive.
Yeah. That is really good.
As a whole grid, that's not bad at all. So Pines drops back to 11th. And now, really, the only battle we have is this front three. And Lincoln, as you said a lap ago, I think he's starting to get a little bit... I don't want to be stuck behind this McLaren much longer.
Yeah, because the whole time he's sat there, it's just eating his tyre wear. He's just sat in behind him, the tyres are getting hotter and hotter by the lap, and it's just killing his tyre wear. But I think before that, Scotsman may be having a go at Lincoln. The Scotsman's getting a bit fighty behind him.
The longer this stays like this, all three of them... Mikachal is slowly catching, but he is bringing along Millsy with him.
Yeah, and that's clearly what Millsy's trying to do, because he's just pulled him behind Kachal after he passed him and just sat there.
Oh, Kachal made an absolute meal of that last chicane. So deep. That's cost him time.
Lincoln's too far back this lap.
Thinking as well, the longer this goes on, we're lap 10. Mediums are around about lap 13, lap 14.
Yeah.
Can take them further, but that's seems to be the pit window.
Yeah, if you're trying to take them further, it seems a little bit pointless as Millsy gets the penalty.
Oh, Millsy!
Yes, a little bit pointless because you'll have to pit onto the hards, and you don't want to go longer on the hards than you have. Well, shorter on the hards than you have to, really, do you?
No, you don't. I think.
Oh, what's going on back there? Yellow flag! Scotsman, he's out!
No, Scotsman! Oh! Safety car.
Oh.
No.
Now, you were talking about the perfect pit stop in time. Onto the hards now, up to the end. Easy.
Scotsman, no.
Do we have any hard runners? We do, Immortal.
This
is going to be a problem
he's kind
for
of
Immortal.
stuck.
Yeah.
He's stuck, isn't he?
Yeah, unless he gets another
That's the
safety
gamble,
car,
though.
this is not ideal.
It's the gamble, though.
Yeah, the leading
Wanna
two
stop
in.
pits. Lincoln pits.
Yeah, Charles
Bell
followed.
pits. Mills
Yeah, I
pits.
think if they're all smart, they'll
Everyone's
follow in. Yeah, they have to.
They're kind of spread out. Oh, I say kind of spread out. The two Alfa Romeos are quite close to one another.
Yeah. And what I can imagine that is from Scotsman is probably...
Wait, Kachal softs? What?
No, that's got to be a mistake. What has Kachal done?
Ah,
It's got to be a mistake.
you fool.
Unless he's going soft medium. That's not a good
Yeah,
idea.
must. Immortal pits. He has to go on mediums, I guess. Although, I guess the only thing Immortal can do, I guess, is double medium. But you still have to pit one more time, and nobody else does apart from Kachal in this sense now.
Yeah, I don't really know what Kachal's done. Immortal and Pines will struggle to go to the end. I don't think it's possible. I'm pretty sure
Pines
they'll have to
medium
stop
as well.
again. I'm pretty sure they'll have to stop again.
They're gonna have to.
Our tyre man in the chat, Mr. Muddy Biscuit, can let us know. Mediums to the end, mate? Or no? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
He loves his
I mean,
tyre strats.
he said hard. He said hard should go from here.
Oh yes, the mediums, no chance.
And they can. I did them from lap 13 with no safety. Well, with a safety car actually.
Yeah.
And they were 60 odd %, and I'm okay. Tyre wear, not brilliant, so possible.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm thinking with Kachal, if that's not a mistake, if this is a tactical thing,
Yeah.
his fault is pass the two ahead, get a gap, because let's be honest, he's 2 compound difference. He's got stupid pace. Not stupid pace. He's got good pace. Good was the word I wanted to use.
Stupid came out.
Yeah. He has good pace, so there's every reason that he can pass these two, get a gap, and then pit for mediums, and it won't be too bad.
Yeah.
So, and if we get another safety car, all of a sudden he's back in it.
I can see your point, but I'm not. I don't know if he can. Because his idea is going to be.
It's the only thing he can do now, regardless.
Yeah, it's going to be
Regardless
soft
of
medium.
mistake or not.
It's crazy.
He'll be flying first few laps, because you know, first few laps after a safety car, these hards are absolutely horrible. They take a good couple of laps just to warm back up again.
Yeah. Have you
Also,
seen...
don't spin last corner.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we saw Daniel P45 do that in F5, but he still got on the podium. So, it doesn't mean your race is over if you do that.
Ooh, 20 laps, green flag running, says Muddy Biscuit with his tyres.
As Matt...
If you go on mediums.
Uh,
And Muddy is a very good tyre lifesaver.
yeah, so you're going to have to be a good tyre
if Muddy
savers.
can do that... If Muddy can do that...
Yeah.
So...
I don't know, I just don't see it. I can see these guys probably having an incident with a few laps left if they're going to try and do this. Oh, Moore's around! Moore's in the wall!
Oh, we're more... Oh!
He made a huge error. He tried to warm his tyres up. He tried to warm his tyres up as he was going through the left-hander. And I don't know why.
Safety car's going to be in, isn't it?
No. I think he's backed off for a reason. He's not accelerating, really.
Oh,
He's keeping his distance. He needs another lap.
You fool.
I'm just keeping an eye on him. He needs another lap here now.
To be fair, I don't think he could go much faster with a broken front wing anyway. So...
Well, if he gets any closer to this lot... No, the safety
another
car's
lap.
gone past, yep. Immortal now needs to get in and get back on those hard tyres.
You are lucky, Immortal. Very, very lucky.
But then
Well,
again...
lucky, but so lucky.
Then again, how long can his hard tyres go? The ones that he just come off
Go
of.
back to hards.
Yeah, but he was on
You can
them.
go back to hards.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on them at least 9 laps.
Yeah, so they won't go to the end.
Yeah. No.
He might go down the medium, maybe?
Anything you can do.
I'm keeping an eye on him anyway. I'll let you know.
Well, thanks to Immortal.
Mediums.
Go run another lap.
Yeah, he's gone for another set of medium tyres.
But he can't go... He could go back onto another set of mediums. This is an awful, awful race for Williams so far.
Yeah?
Been at the back pretty much the most of the race.
Yeah. It's been an interesting one because you guys had a decent start. Well, not a decent start.
Oh.
But went backwards.
Oh, Muddy Biscuit, that's a new one.
We drove
Info on Mike earlier, because remember we thought he retired on the straight. It was like, how can you do that there?
Oh, yeah.
He had the glitch where it drove him into his garage and then teleported to the track, causing terminal damage.
Oh, that's ideal.
That is
having a glitch after they just updated the game. That's great.
That's a very new one.
Oh. Immortal will catch up. He'll be fine here.
Safety car was in the slap, yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, he's coming around the high speed right. He'll be fine.
Right, I'm on board with Kachow because I'm almost expecting here he'll be past these two within 2 laps, I reckon.
Yep. It's all depending on Cornet Star and Lincoln's launch here as well, because he might even get them off the final corner this lap. That's how
Depends
much.
where Cornet goes.
That's how much
on
the
the
difference
restart.
is, though, because he's gonna have warm up of those tyres as well, and I think Cornet's already gone. He has.
Yep, already dropped the floor.
Lincoln's been caught
Lincoln's
out.
going to rubble.
Yeah, Lincoln's gonna be
Oh,
passed.
here we go, surely. Surely.
If Lincoln's smart, he won't fight this. He is trying to fight it.
I just let him go, Lincoln.
Yeah.
How are you? Yep. Because Kachow's going to be on Cornet Star by the end of the lap.
Yep. Now this all depends on whether this is going to work for Kachow. How fast can he pass Cornet Star? He's got about 5 laps of good pace on these tyres.
And now we've also got the prospect of Millsy right behind his early title rival Lincoln.
Oh, we do indeed, yeah.
Oh, Manzi. Oh. Manzi was looking for a very, very brave move at the inside of turn 7. Thought better of it.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Everyone safely
Jesus
through
Christ,
that
Kachow.
nightmare corner.
I said by the end of the lap. I didn't mean like 2/3 at the end of the lap. Jesus.
Yeah, but he needs to do this as quick as possible.
First opportunity.
Yeah.
Needs to do it.
Barton penalty.
Button down in 9th at the moment. Been passed by Pines. Old Mandy's all over the back of Fish Sticks in the background. Oh no! He's been passed by Sauce! Ah!
Oh wow.
Oh, Old Mandy's slow. Why is
Pass
Old
for the
Mandy so
lead.
slow?
Kachow's going to be in the lead going into turn 1 easily.
Did old Manzi get damaged? He was very close to fish sticks.
Now it all
He
depends.
must have.
Now this all depends on now what Kachel can do. Can he break? Because he's now out front.
Yeah, wind damage.
Oh no.
I caught right at the end of that. He was very, very close to fish sticks. He must have made contact. He's in the pit lane.
What a nightmare for old Manzi. Oh, Sauce!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sauce's back end.
Oh.
It tried to go.
I didn't realise that safety car has actually brought Sauce right into it, hasn't it?
It has indeed, yeah. He just got to keep the penalties down and keep his head. That's one thing about Sauce. He does lose his head quite easily.
He's in a good place now. He was in a bad place with the Williams at the back,
Yeah.
and now he's right. He's staring at a barrel of solid points now.
He's just got to keep these penalties down because he's already got 3 seconds at this nearly halfway point of the race.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, is it not halfway?
Not quite.
God, it isn't. It's a long race. There's one thing I discovered about this race. It's long when you don't think it is.
Sauce has gone wide. He shouldn't be doing that. He's going to get another penalty soon. That's going to be another warning. He's not going to make him move this lap though. As Kachal has opened the gap to nearly 2 seconds now. Sauce, and there you go. As I was saying about it, he's got one. Oh,
It's your fault.
Sauce.
It's your fault. You're not driving him or driving his car, but it's your fault 'cause you're taking wood.
I just know what he's like, okay?
Mm.
He's another Cornish, and he loves a good penalty.
Oh, that camera view that it's done. So I think at this point Lincoln and Cornet Stars shouldn't worry about Kachal for the moment.
No.
Unless Kachal gets about 10 seconds on them.
Then panic.
Yeah. Everybody panic. At the moment it's only 2. Kachal's not pulling away as much as I thought he would.
Oh, he's up to 2.5
I mean, he's got
now.
them.
Watch the final sector. This is where he'll gain it. Oh, Lincoln down the inside. Cornet Star makes a mistake.
Oh.
Side by side.
Oh, this is bold.
Oh!
He
He didn't have a choice. He made a mistake. Lincoln sideways, and I think he's decided it's not a good idea. But that's brought Millsy into the contention.
Millsy's sniffing it.
Now, do they have DRS? They do. So it's going to be Lincoln and Millsy probably passing Cornet Star down this straight. Oh no! Oh no!
Outside.
Lincoln goes around the outside of Cornet Star.
You move.
He's made it stick.
Move. The net lead.
But it's 4.3 seconds now to Kachal. That is cost them a lot of time to him.
Oh, it has. What a pass from Lincoln, though. Around the outside of turn 1. Gave it a lot of trust for Cornet. And Cornet gave him the space. Good driver between the two.
Yep, Sauce
Millsy.
has passed fish sticks as well.
Sorry, Sauce, we missed that. But
There's
we're
something
in for the lead.
Yeah, something else was happening.
So we've regained our freeway battle for the lead. It's just different driver.
Yeah. Now this is going to be interesting. What is Kachal up to? Because this final sector, being on those soft tires where they're nice, is going to be really good. That's where he can gain all of his time. But he's now at the 5 laps of being on them. And I would say, what, that's 3 racing laps, potentially? So he's got to be careful. There won't be long left in those tyres before they go.
Yeah. When it starts sticking with Lincoln, but I don't think he's close enough.
Lincoln has burned his ERS trying to stay in front there, down to 26 into the braking zone.
Hines, meantime, making a move. Fish, it's been double overtaked because Button lunges up on the inside. Fish Sticks loses 2 places in 2 corners. Now 3 places because Immortal stuck it as well.
Fish Sticks has been bullied through there.
He's the lone Ferrari. He's fighting a battle, but it's not working.
I'm going to put it out there now. Man to watch, Sauce. He is closing in on Millsy bit by bit now. He's in that situation where he's not far off.
As we were saying earlier with the whole Lincoln Cornet Scotsman battle. The more they battle, it brings others in, and Sauce is gradually that. What is that camera angle?
Which one?
Oh. Jeez. I don't know if you catch on the string, there's a bit delay for you, but...
Yeah.
I basically had a camera on turn 9 looking forward to turn 10 on Source's car as he turns the corner and it didn't change it. So what the hell?
Hello, BF1 racer.
Evening, men.
Wow, first
So
name basis.
Pines and it. Yeah. The Pines and Immortal are making their moves on the medium tyres, gradually moving forward. They will have to pit again, though. Depends where they join on that.
Kachow is slowly losing his advantage.
He would do that, as you mentioned these softs. That's it now, isn't it?
Yeah, he probably will need to
that
pit
raw
soon.
pace. And the trouble he's going to have, he's not going to make it for a double soft, is he?
No, he's going to have to go mediums. It's the only way.
Well, the only way he can go for another pair of softs is if he extends this current set.
Yeah, but then the pace he'll be at, it will be so slow, he might even drop down outside the top 10. That's how bad they drop.
Won't be worth it. So it'd be safe to just go for a set of mediums, right?
Yeah, you can go to the mediums and go to the end.
Pit stop. He'll be at the back, pretty much.
He's
at
in.
this point.
He's in. I knew he'd be in soon.
He's going to be at the back. He'll be right at the back. Right where 16 Ham is, and he's got a load of cars to overtake.
Yeah, this isn't going to work out, I don't think, for Kachow. It was bold. It was worth a risk, I guess, but it's not going to work.
Cornet. Big run. Big lunge. Gets the move back. Inside rather than outside, but same result.
Oh, side by side,
Lead
Immortal and Button. Through turns 2, into 3. Oh, he's decided to back out of it slightly, but he's going back for the move into turns 4. Can he do it? The side by side still. Button's trying to hold it there. I think Button's still there. He is. He's going to get out the inside.
Doesn't want to let him go.
Immortal should be able to have this on the grip. He's not. Button is still there. This is great defending from Button. Immortal cuts in behind. He's going to probably have a go now down the DRS straight. He hasn't given up yet.
Button in some ways should really just let Immortal go through, because Immortal's got to pit again, but Button's having none of it.
Oh no, Button's driving a very defensive race. Immortal's on 6-lap old medium tyres.
So Kachow's come out 11th, and he is 15 seconds behind the leaders.
Yeah, behind Cornet's star now.
And BF1 has put it in there. Kachow's pitted, and exiting the pit lane comes Kachow Opmir. Well, he's just got a penalty, so that's not going to help.
No, not at all. Immortal straight line speed, it's like a rocket ship.
I don't think Yana Opmir got a penalty either, so...
Kachow Opmir. Oh, Immortal! He's getting impatient.
Immortal.
He knows that this is ruining his strategy.
Made a noise. A tense noise.
That's what that was.
I thought there was going to be contact there.
Yeah, he's in a position now where it's just costing him time.
Lines on the back of Sauce. We still have a battle for the lead.
Yeah. Calling it a star for somebody that doesn't really enjoy Spain ain't doing a bad job around here.
No. It's, I guess it's one of those things you can still not like the track, but still be quite quick around it.
Yeah. It's like he's got the perfect setup for what he needs, essentially.
Funny what a setup does, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I think he's got a very quick straight line speed setup, because he's keeping him behind.
Channeling the front line speed, isn't he?
Yeah, that's the one.
Fastest at Kachow. He's got those mediums working.
Oh, Button goes deep at turn 1. It's going to open up a chance for Immortal to go side by side of him again. Coming into turn 4, he's going to drive down the inside.
Oh, squeeze!
I think he might be a little bit more aggressive this time, and he is. He runs him wide. He used all the track there, so he can't come back. Button cuts back! side by side the other way around now.
Let him go, Button.
Oh,
sake.
Immortal's squeezing
Oh.
him. And he gets the move done.
There we go.
Finally, after 2 or 3 attempts. But he does get a penalty. So after all, that is not ideal.
It's a Williams driver thing.
What, penalties?
Yeah. Do something good and get a penalty at the same time.
Yeah. Sounds about right, that one.
Look at this. He's top 5 now.
Wow.
Sauce has caught Millsy.
Catch up.
Ah! And Pines, who was... Oh. It was 5.
Pine did a whoopsie.
And now it's 4.
Oh.
Oh, he's bitten.
Okay.
Millsy. Not Millsy. Sauce is with Millsy now. Penalties are going to hurt. It's only 6, but it is going to hurt.
Lincoln and Cornet have just broke away from Millsy in like 2 corners.
Yeah.
They broke the DRS to him through turns 1 and turns 2, which is interesting. Does that mean Millsy's having a little bit of tyre problems, or did he just miss the apex?
Possibly. I don't think Millsy's been completely on it either because of the track or something.
You've got
Again, he's always up there, even on a track or a day where he's not right up at the top. He's still picking up solid points. He's still there, still on a podium at the moment.
Read the chat.
Yeah, I've seen it. All Kachal and Tiff. Kachal on his 2-lap mediums is now in 8th place, and he is, to be fair, last time I looked it was 15 seconds to the leaders. He's now only 11 seconds. He's flying, and the now top 4 battle. I mean, he is in an Aston Martin. Wasn't Jana Otmir in an Aston Martin?
I
can't remember.
know, to be honest. Also, don't tell me of any
mind.
results to any of that, because I want to watch it.
I mean, I kind of just gave away one
I
of
know,
them.
he normally wins anyway. He always wins.
Look at that. Oh, Millsy. Jesus. Millsy right in the curb. So the next target for Kachal is Fish Sticks ahead of him. Then
Yeah.
Button.
Kachal is
An Immortal who has to
flying.
pit. Oh, Sauce. Millsy running wide at turn 9.
Sauce
This is
will
the
go for this.
Sauce. Oh, it's
Really?
going to have to be a dangerous lunge.
No,
No.
it's that.
Ah!
I think Millsy expected it and went deep.
Millsy got
Oh.
a great run out the exit of turn 9, and that's got to put the thing off for Sauce.
Yeah. Also, Sauce has got the most penalties in the top 4, so he's got to be careful that he doesn't accumulate any more. You hear me, Sauce? No more penalties.
Lincoln. Gonna have to go for an outside move again. Cornet be wise of it, but still gives him the move for the outside.
Oh, he's got across him.
Oh,
Lincoln, no! Oh, that was naughty.
Cut his nose off, and I think he depends how Cornet Star will look at that, but I think he just about got away with it.
Yeah, I believe so. It was one of those where you've got to turn in eventually, and I don't think he expected him to still be there.
Yep. Cornet Star though, reflexes like a cat, managed to keep it from spinning.
Yeah, I don't know how he caught that.
Every time I look, the gap to leader, Kachawa has cut a second.
Yeah, Kachal is flying, but he's still got to pass a lot of people, which will take a lot out of his
And
tyres.
he's got a penalty.
Yes. But then so is Millsy and Sauce, so... oh my god, Sauce!
Mhm. What was that? Oh!
Sauce-
Millsy, have a look at the corner.
Sauce
What was
nearly
that?
just clattered into the back of Millsy in braking zone.
Button's up to 9 seconds now.
Lincoln has
Some
broke
penalties up.
DRS.
That could be crucial. Yeah, Cornerstar doesn't have DRS.
Yeah, this is Lincoln's chance now to get away at the front.
.26 already.
Yeah?
It's flying, but it's only 9:30.
You were saying earlier it was going slow.
It was a slow build.
Yeah.
F4 tends to do this. Meanwhile, Kachal is now into 7th. Last fish sticks. He's got Button ahead of him, who's his teammate, who I think will yeet out the way as soon as Kachal comes up behind him.
Oh yeah, you'd expect.
And Immortal, who still hasn't pitted, by the way, but surely he will start to struggle.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, he hasn't.
At the start. Yeah.
Oh, he's on 12 lap medium. Is what I'm saying.
You threw me then. I was like, I'm sure I've seen him in the pit.
And there you see. I'm on to this Kachal thing. But Sauce is off! Sauce is off! No! Well, there's another place for Kachal.
Oh, rejoin carefully. He's just come out behind fish sticks. Oh, he's going to be so upset. He's retiring. I'm sure of it.
I wouldn't blame him, but... Jeez.
Yeah, he's just cutting corners now. Wow, I don't think that was deliberate on the second part of the chicane there, but...
I wouldn't blame him. I mean, I still would blame him, but... No.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Let's see what he does. I mean,
he might not.
He is pitting. There's still time for a safety car.
I would have gone softs at this point and just took the gamble, but he's gone for the mediums. When you caught the start past Lincoln?
Somewhere I missed it. Yeah, Button is yeeted out the way for Kachal. So Kachal's now 5th. 1.6 behind Immortal, who's just got another penalty, who must be struggling on his tyres now. And he's got 4 seconds, and he's with the front 3. He can do this.
Yeah, he can.
I mean, he's... Okay, I'm saying this. I don't think he'll win because of the penalty he has. But he might be able to get a podium here.
Yes,
which would be amazing.
All he's got to do is get in front of Millsy, and they've got the same amount of penalties. I don't think fish sticks will trouble them.
No. Fish sticks will still jump up a few places. He's definitely got Button anyway.
Yeah, and he'll probably have Millsy as well.
How is Immortal not pitted?
I don't know. Madman.
Well, Muddy said 20 laps max. Green flag racing. And if he goes to the end, that's 19.
Okay, so he could do it.
Right on the edge. Right on the edge. I mean, they must be absolutely terrible. I mean, Kachal's like right on him.
Oh yeah, I can imagine they're awful at this point. Lincoln!
Uh-oh. Lincoln!
That's
no.
poor.
Right. If you are holding back Lincoln,
Time to go.
the only way you can win is if you pressure Cornet's into a penalty, or pass again, gain 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's time for Lincoln to absolutely go for this.
Nothing to lose now.
He just needs to make sure he doesn't lose a position to Millsy behind by picking up another penalty.
Yeah, Millsy's dropped off the front 2.
Yeah, he has.
2.4.
But is that penalty conservation? He's trying not to get any more. Conservation.
Yep.
That's the word I was looking for.
Saving for 3rd. Here comes Kachal. On the back of Immortal. Immortal is...
Should be easy.
His tyres... I mean, it's 7 lap older.
Yeah. Easy move. Ooh, he come back in front of him there.
How far is he off the leader now? 5.6.
He's got a chance if his tyres have got anything left, that is, when he gets there.
I'd love to see his lap times compared to the leaders.
Let me have a look. I can do that.
Actually, yeah. Go from Cornet to him. Just roughly.
Okay. The Cornet is...
Another penalty to half.
Cornet has done 2:19.7s in the past 3 laps.
Sauce!
Oh,
never mind. Oh.
Is it a safety car? What's happened?
Nah, he's retired in the pits.
Oh, okay. You threw me.
He got... I said his name, like, loudly, because he got a 3-second penalty, and then he got another penalty, and then I realised, oh, it's 5. Oh, he's in the pits. Oh, retires.
Okay, so, from what I can see, he is gaining on the leader by about 7 tenths a lap, if more, some laps.
Ease.
He is flying.
Mm-hmm. Let's have a look at this. So, at 30, 33, another fastest lap for Kachal.
Yeah, that's
there's
2
your
seconds faster.
There's your context. I mean, yeah, he's on mediums compared to the others on hards, but he's the only one in the 18s by a mile. Everyone else is like around the 20s.
Yes.
The 19.7 for Cornet Star, so.
Yeah, he is absolutely flying. There's a yellow flag.
Oh, yeah.
Desbro.
There's, yeah, Desbro. Sorry.
Kachal's
Oh,
left the
Kachal!
session.
No, Kachal's round!
No!
He's left the session.
What? He hasn't just left after spinning, has he? Surely not. You hope not.
No, I don't think it's him, but invite him back anyway. Oh,
I
well,
have.
that's...
Because that is
He
weird
cannot get the
timing.
luck. He cannot get the luck at all.
He's back.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was setting up for a very, very nice end there. But Kachal unluckily lost the back end, I believe. And Cornet Star has turned on the power at the front, because I think he's bolted. He's gone.
He's holding some sand back, apparently.
Yeah, look like it. He is gone.
Oh, what a shame for Kachal. Kachal cannot get the luck. That's what I'm saying. He has the raw pace of this division.
Yeah.
Hooked up on a perfect day, which was Singapore 2 weeks ago. He can win. Almost relatively comfortably. But he cannot get the luck. He is getting connection troubles recently the last few weeks, which isn't helping.
No. It's always an annoying time for the connection problems as well. A race where you're not doing so well, but it's happened as he was closing in on potential podium to a victory, because he was flying.
Yeah, bearing in mind, he was 15 seconds off the lead.
Yeah.
When he pitted about 7 laps ago.
Yeah, exactly. He's on the back of LA16 Ham now. He should be able to make that move comfortably in the moment. I want to know the gap at the front, but I have no interval.
There we go. Lincoln across the line, 1.2.
Yeah, okay.
I think you're right.
I think it's done at the
I
front.
think you're right.
Without a mistake.
Unless Cornet Star gets a penalty.
Yeah. I don't think Lincoln's going to send it all unless he does get a penalty in front of him.
Kachal flies by Tiff into 7th place. So running down the top 10, we got Cornet Star in the lead. Lincoln second. Penalties as well. I think it'll be done as well. Pines up to the inside. Sorry, meantime on. He's fighting with both Alfa Romeos at the moment. Desbro and Old Manzi for the last point. And 9th place.
And it looks like Desbro gave Old Manzi the position. He kind of just moved to the side.
Yeah. 3rd place is Millsy, ever consistent. Immortal, I have no idea how he's stayed out, but it's worked for him because he's in a very solid 4th.
He's looking like he could be 5th by the end, because I think Fishsticks may get him.
Oh, it's 5.8 at the moment.
It's going to be close.
Between them. Very close. Button will drop a bit. Fishsticks will go up a bit to about 5th or 4th maybe.
Yeah, as Cornet Star starts its final lap of the race. Lincoln has closed in, but is that like a... Well, he's not going to lose any positions behind him, regarding he gets no more pens.
I think the only hope he's got now is if Cornet has a massive mistake.
Yeah.
Cornet has this lap left. It's been a great battle between the two. They have swapped places. Jesus, Cornet. Freaking hell. He was nearly on the grass at turn 4. Yeah, it's been a great battle between the two of them. Swap places. I think a good half a dozen times.
Yeah, it's been a lovely race.
Cornet, I think. Unless he drops it in the last sector.
He should be coming home for his back-to-back victories.
Gonna break the streak. We've had 4 different winners in 4 races. And Cornet comes out the final chicane. Back-to-back victories for Mr. Cornet Star in the McLaren and takes the win in Spain. Lincoln gets another second place. It's you, Chris, isn't it? He's not going to win a race.
I told you.
But gains on his early championship rival of Millsy into third. Millsy, I reckon, still be happy with third
Immortal
place.
gets P4. Just
Sick for Tiff. Sick for Tiff as well.
not bad at all.
How have you two done that when you were practically at the back for like 2/3 of that race?
I can see what happened with Alfa Romeo because Desbro's just passed Old Man in the final lap, so I think it was a case of go have a go at him. If not, I'll let you back through.
He gave Old Manzi a lap, pretty much.
Yeah, he gave him the position. They swapped again at the end, so.
Fair enough. I'll run down the rest of that top 10, but well done, Cornet. He wasn't confident going into this, but it's all good not being confident. You can still do well, I guess.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's what it is. Just have no expectation at all.
Oh dear.
Less pressure. Well, the 2 early championship leaders have had a decent race because they've had a couple of weeks where they've been in the middle of stuff. They're both back on the podium. Lincoln, that's his 3rd second place. It's been close again.
I'm not going to
Even
say
had the lead.
him, but I might have done.
Even had the lead.
Oh.
As I said, Immortal and Tiff have carried on the Williams, so there's the official thing. Williams have scored points in every race, so well done, Williams team, including myself. Yay.
Yeah, it's a miracle, isn't it?
I know. Fish Sticks in 5th in between them. Stayed where he was on the grid. Button 7th. Kachal, a very unfortunate 8th place. Fastest lap to boot by miles. Pines in 9th and Desbro in 10th with Old Manzi, the last remaining finisher. Saw Scotsman and Rogue. That's the other thing as well. We lost Scotsman when he was battling in that lead group. Who knows where he would have been.
Yeah, very true. Now, who do we have that's joined us? Lincoln and Millsy. I have invited the other person, but they have not joined yet.
Gone out.
Yes.
It did take a while last time.
Yeah, I can no longer invite him anyway. He's disappeared, so I won't be able to find him.
Let me try.
There he is.
I'm on time trial. Showroom. That's what I do.
Source, you are racing next week. Stop being silly.
Don't make the decision tonight, like 2 minutes after the race is finished. Jeez. Who's it first? The Haas first. Why do I keep thinking you're an Alfa Romeo? I keep... Oy. Right, how are we doing this, Chris?
I'll take Lincoln, because he'll guide me through the interview. It's easier.
You always want to take Lincoln. Jeez.
I know.
This must be a thing you have. Oh well. Alright. Millsy. P3 for you in the Haas. Yet again, Mr. Consistency. Always there. Always banking the points. Consistently up near the pace. Not the top, it seemed. It looked like a mighty last sector at the end of Q3 to get you up from 9th to 3rd, which just touch a little bit on that. Did that feel like a really crucial lap to get at that point?
Well, it was my final run. I went into the last sector and I was about 200s down, and I made about 4 tenths in the 3rd sector. Don't know where, don't know how. Must have just hooked it up somewhere. and that's all that was. And then the race just kind of flew by. I was in a party with Lincoln for the whole race. I looked up and I was like, bloody hell, Lincoln, it's like 27 already. So, but I weren't on the pace, but I was there or thereabouts. Just didn't have that little extra something to get close. So it was a good race.
Obviously, with that safety car, brought you into that lead group. Gradually found yourself in there. You must have had a really good show. Must have got the bag of popcorn out as well as you were driving, because the two ahead, swapping positions. Was there any point that you thought I could maybe latch onto these two, or maybe stick your nose in somewhere?
Well, there was one point where Lincoln overtook Cornstark for the first time, and they really held each other up into going into turns 1 and 2.
Yeah,
and I latched on, and then a couple of laps later, I made a little mistake. I couldn't get turn 6, right? I kept having a bit of oversteer moments all race through there, so they was pulling away. I weren't able to capitalise on the DRS. But I mean, just consistent. I just wanted some good points, and that's what I got. Preferably ahead of Lincoln, but there's more races to go.
Yeah, we are officially the halfway point next week in Brazil. Speaking of Brazil, can't remember how you do around there for past races.
I've not had the best of luck in Brazil, but I do enjoy and like the track, especially when it rains.
It's very, very close track, particularly in qualifying, and it was a close qualifying today. So you're expecting another very tough battle?
Yeah, definitely. I expect it to be even closer, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Being the nature of the track.
Have you spoken to your fifth new teammate this season already?
I don't know.
I've lost count.
I've lost count.
Have you spoken to your new teammate?
I didn't even know it was my teammate until about an hour ago. And I've seen the change.
Oh, wow.
And I've seen the changes in the Discord. That was it.
Yeah, it seems solid enough. Solid enough drive in terms of pace as well. So let's hopefully it settles.
Yeah.
We don't want many more.
Just one thing. What actually happened to Kachan?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
After he pitted the second time, he was catching us, and he was like 1.7 behind me. Then it said he left, and then people in the paddock said he just carried straight on at turn 3. So
I don't know. Might have been just a simple disconnect or something, because he quickly joined back. So
unlucky for him, he had some good pace, enough pace to almost pull off the 2 stops. Sorry. So
yeah,
fair play to him.
well done on your podium. That is your 4th podium this season. So good stuff, and good luck with Brazil next week.
Thank you.
Right.
Go on then, Chris.
Right. First of all, congratulations on your 3rd second of the season and your 4th podium. So you might get that win one day. So
first, isn't it?
Seems that way for you. First of all, you must be proud of your pole position lap, matching what I did in F5. So first of all, well done.
I knew that was.
Get the burn cream out.
Couldn't help it. Secondly, first of all, we didn't actually see, I believe, the race winning overtake from Cornet. Can you talk us through what happened? Because at one point you were leading by 1.2 seconds, and then you were behind by 8 tenths. What happened?
He just got a better exit.
And you lost nearly over 2 seconds on that?
Pretty much got the move done before we got to the corner. Well, it was like I touched his back wheel as we're going into the corner, so a bit further ahead than I was when I overtook him.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, because it wasn't caught, I believe, at the time because there was absolute carnage going on.
Or streamer.
Well, I'm not the streamer, so yeah.
No.
But yeah, so you've extended your championship lead yet again.
Thank God.
And that must be a relief with the likes of Cornet Star starting to pick up points. Millsy very consistent, and knowing how much you didn't like Spain, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, we've got a few drivers that seem on or around my pace, so it's just a bit worrying. It's got to practice a little bit more.
Oh yes, certainly, because you had Kachel coming for you at one point. He was absolutely on it. He was flying.
Okay. There's one driver who's really quick.
Yeah, he was
Too quick.
crazy. No, Lincoln, we're not going down that route because you got off as well. But yeah, congratulations on your P2. You might, like I said, you might get that win eventually, but it seems like it's quite a stretch at the moment to get that.
One day, you just need a bit of luck. Just need drivers just to crash and get more pens.
And move out the way and let you win. Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to win that way. I'd rather win than
become
crash
Moses.
pens.
But yeah, so how are you feeling about Brazil? I know that we've scheduled a lot of practices.
Yes.
So that probably doesn't say too much about what you're looking forward to about Brazil, but
let's just say I hope other people don't like the track. Because if they practice as much as me, I will be peed.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But I love the track, so I'll practice it regardless.
Yeah, you need to
Even
get
if I
that
don't win the
first
race, I'm
win,
happy.
break the duck.
Well,
Yeah.
more important points.
According to you, Chris, your Lincoln's not going to win a race.
No, I've said this to Lincoln as well. He knows
Well,
this.
win the championship but not win a race.
Yeah, that's exactly been my opinion on the matter, and he knows this. I'm not going to hide it.
Do you know, Chris, there's actually a real life driver that did that?
You can tell me who.
Actually no, I'm wrong. They won the championship but won one race.
Who's that then?
Keke Rosberg in 83,
Oh,
I believe.
You lost me at Rosberg. Yeah. Anyway, congratulations, Lincoln. And
He's a Mercedes,
I'll pass you back over to RSF1, whatever he's called these days. Have fun.
Unlike Mr. Brutal One here, Chris, I believe you will win a race this season. So
I'm hopeful.
I mean, if it happens to be the last race of the season that ends up you winning the championship,
Chance, possibility.
maybe.
Don't mind chance.
Maybe. Still a long way to go though.
It's tough love, Lincoln. That's all it is.
Nah, I hate you.
Hate you too.
That's how relationship starts, apparently.
Oh, just you.
Oh yes.
So
Jealousy.
well done in your second place.
Thank you.
We head now to our race winner, Mr. Cornet Star.
Hello.
First of all, you've broken the streak because we had 4 different winners from 4 races since the Dominant Tribal.
Yeah.
You've now won 2 in a row, so
Sorry
I
about
bet
that.
you're not complaining. Bet you're not complaining at all. But talk us through the race long battle with Lincoln here, because you swapped positions. I think a good 6 times throughout that race.
Well, I knew he had a lot more pace than me if he got into clean air. So my focus was on getting a better start than him. So I got him to turn 1. And then there was just weird thing where he would catch me in the first and second sectors, be right on my gearbox. Then for third sector, because of the dirty air, he would drop back to 8 tenths back, and then I'd be able to use my ERS. It's just when I made mistakes, or was a bit... And a notification came up on my Xbox with the back of my game out, which then caused Lincoln to just go right up my ass and just overtake me. But then I just thought, alright, if I can just stay close in the final sector, I'll be able to overtake him on the straight. And we had a bit of banging wheels. I won't say it's not unfair. It definitely wasn't unfair, but it was just racing, which I enjoyed. It was really fun. Just glad I didn't spin. Yeah, that's about it. And then I knew I may have had more tyre life than him, so in the final 6 laps I just pushed a lot harder. So, yeah, that was the game plan.
Yeah, it was definitely a pleasure to watch. If I remember last week, you went into this race not confident at all in the track, but I guess it's one thing being not confident, but you could still have the pace around. Were you surprised about this? That in fact you were at least up there, or just everything just hooked together? You weren't under any pressure to do well because you thought you wouldn't.
I mean, in qualifying, Q1, 2, and the first half 3, I thought I was starting like P8, but then Lincoln did in godlike that. Don't know how we did it. I was like 3/10 away. That was like a maximum push. Like that was a personal best for mine, and I got nowhere near. But at least I was on the front row. And then I just was just like, yeah, I have no confidence on this. So let's just try and push and challenge Lincoln.
Maybe that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Have no expectation, and just because then you're not tense and not pressured. Brazil next.
Yeah.
Where is it? Right at the end of the calendar. But what this random season does. Go from the beginning of the calendar almost towards the end with Brazil.
Makes sense.
Very short track, very technical track. Another one of those that can bite you at any second. What's your thought going into there?
Pace-wise, I'm thereabouts. I think I'm going to be competitive in the top 10. I'm expecting at least points, but I just coming up to I don't know what turn it is. It's like turn 5 or something. The long right-hander going into another right-hander than the left in like the second sector. I always get track limits there, so I'm just going to try and not get a penalty, and then hopefully that'll play into my hand and try and make something out of it.
Yeah, can be quite difficult. One more small thing, obviously with that win, puts you on to, was on 39, so now on 61 points, if my maths are correct.
Ooh.
Which only puts you, I believe, yeah, my maths are correct again, we're going to 18 points, no, 29,
Wait,
28
I was
points,
going to say, how did you figure that out?
28
I wasn't
points
even
behind
close.
the leaders.
Yeah.
After this race.
He's coming in.
Are you going to be with them? Can you mount a challenge?
I think I have the speed to. Just keeping it clean and not doing stupid mistakes. Because before I entered this league, and probably the first few races, my consistency was terrible. It was shockingly bad. But I've kind of just learned to not push every single lap. Especially when you have effectively 2 engine notes every single lap with a Mercedes up your gearbox for the entire race, which was unnerving as hell. I could not switch off once. If I switched off once, it'd be past me. It was only in those final few laps where I pulled out like a 1.2 second gap, I was like, I can breathe a little bit and not have a heart attack.
Yeah. Well, congrats on your win.
Thank you.
And good luck in Brazil next week.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Well, that was a fun little race at F4, wasn't it,
I was exhausted.
Mr. Chris?
they went quiet and then they just went actually just all hellfire. It was crazy. It was nuts.
No rain at all in Spain.
Good.
Not a single drop.
I think it would have ruined our racing.
Weird. Well, we've got Brazil next, and we know what Brazil is like.
Oh god.
Wet weather, so
Shush.
we might get a lot of it next week. Brazil next, we touched on it a little bit. A very technical track, Chris. Very, very close. I expect every race, every division is going to be stupid close in qualifying. You cannot make any mistakes, and qualifying can make and break your race around here. So
I wouldn't be surprised if we have laps in F5 that compare with F3 drivers, because it's just that close of a track and it's that small. It wouldn't surprise me.
or even F2, F1.
Yeah, wouldn't shock
Maybe
me.
not F1. F1 are stupid quick.
Oh yeah, they're just
So-
crazy. They're in another level.
Yeah. Speaking of, they will kick us off on the Sunday. F2 again on the Monday. F5 on the Tuesday. F3 Wednesday, and F4 back once again with me and Chris on the Thursday. Make sure you join us for all of that 8 o'clock start on every day to see more racing action, and then let's see what each division's stories can be told. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and take care, and good night.
Bye bye.